Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Ram Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, everyone. So we're going to read Srimad
Hare
Bhagavatam.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. I think we are on 669, as far as I can understand. But let's see. Yeah. Esha Nitya. Yeah. I mean, this was
we read 9.
9 we read. I don't remember reading it. Okay, yeah. Oh, I think 10 we have to read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. Maybe we are in the middle and then. Okay, 10. न हि यस्यास्ति प्रिय कश्चिन् न प्रिय स्वपरोऽपि वा एकः सर्वधियां द्रष्टा कर्तॄणां गुणदोषयो. For this living entity, no one is dear, nor is anyone unfavorable. He makes no distinction between that which is his own and that which belongs to anyone else. He is one without a second. In other words, he is not affected by friends and enemies, well wishers, or mischief mongers. He is only an observer, a witness of the different qualities of men. We are talking about the soul, how the soul is actually aloof from the body and everything else. So then we have somebody who is very dear, somebody is not so dear. So these are all based on the mind. Ultimately, this person is dear, this person is not dear. But everybody is spirit soul. And according to our karma, people are behaving in certain ways with us. And our conditioning, we perceive, according to our conditioning, we perceive this is favorable, this is not favorable. Um, so is it not something is not favorable or favorable? Well, it depends on how the mind perceives everything. So somebody is very dear, somebody is not dear because he's acting against my interest. This person is very dear because from that person I can get so many things. So like that. So we have our own perceptions that we make. But the soul, because it's um, kind of identifying with this mind, and so is making distinctions. But actually, for the soul, nobody is dear, nobody is unfavorable. That's what it says. We'll read the purport. He makes no distinction between that which is his own and that which belongs to anyone else. So he feels that he owns nothing. He is one without a second. In other words, he's not affected by friends and enemies, well-wishers or mischief mongers. He's only an observer, a witness of the different qualities of men. So one who has become completely detached, then for that person who is situated in his spiritual identity as the soul, all these things happen. Okay. As explained in the previous verse, the living entity has the same qualities as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he has them in minute quantities because he is a small particle, Sukshma, whereas the Supreme Lord is all pervading and great. For the Supreme Lord, there are no friends, enemies, or relatives, for he is completely free from all the disqualifications of ignorance that characterize the conditioned souls. On the other hand, he is extremely kind and favorable to his devotees and is not at all satisfied with persons who are envious of his devotees. So both are seems contradictory. One time we say the Lord has no friends, no enemies, but then he is very kind to those who are his devotees, and is not satisfied at all with those who are envious of his devotees. So how can you say both are true? As Lord himself says, confirms in Bhagavad Gita 9:29, Samoham sarva bhuteshu namedveshyosti na priyaha ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaham. One time in this verse he says, I'm equal to everybody. Nobody is especially, I don't favor anybody, nor do I hate anybody. But then in the next two lines he says, but one who worships me in devotion, then I'm a friend to him. Right? He says, I'm envy no one, nor I'm partial to anyone. I'm equal to all. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend. Is in me, and I am also a friend to him. The word friend is not there in this, but he's saying they are in me means, yeah, I'm thinking of them, those who are rendering service to me, and I'm friend to them. So there is distinction the Lord is making here. Although first two lines he says, I'm equal to everybody, nobody is dear to me, I don't hate anybody. But then somebody who renders service to me in devotion, then he is in me and I'm in them, like that. I'm friend to them. Okay. I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I'm equal to all, but whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. The Supreme Lord has no enemy or friend, but is inclined towards a devotee who always engages in his devotional service. So that means he does not specially favor anybody, but those who render service, those who want to connect with God, then God also gives special attention to them. So it is very logical because somebody wants to ignore God, God also doesn't interfere. But somebody who wants to connect with him, then God also connects. Like so, from the point of view of God, he is neutral. However you want, that's how he reciprocates. Like in this world, if I want to be your friend, or you want to be my friend, then I will reciprocate. I will also be your friend. But if you don't want to be my friend, then I will also not be your friend. Something like that. That quality is there in us, right? Because it is there in God. Okay. Of course, in one sense, the Lord is the friend of everyone because we are all his well-wisher of everyone. But the reciprocation he gives is based on our desires. So, ye athamam prapadyante tanstadeva bhajami. Whatever you want, that's according to that Krishna reciprocates. Because
It
you
is
cannot.
similar like that.
Uh-huh.
It is similar like that. A father loves all his children equally, right?
Mhm.
But if anybody is like, submissive to the father, it's naturally the more inclination towards them. It doesn't mean that, like Krishna gives like free air, water, all the abilities, you know,
Yeah.
everything is comes from Krishna. So Krishna gives all these things. But naturally, if some but the what is the purpose of the human life? And somebody is actually pursuing that purpose. So Krishna is more inclined towards he's taking care of like a yeah,
Because he
kitten.
cannot, yeah, we cannot force anybody to be our friend, right? It's like,
Right.
so Krishna cannot like force anybody that you become inclined towards me. So he doesn't want to force that. Okay, now you. So it is out of one's volition, one's own voluntariness, that one can become like. So in this world, there is freedom, right? So Krishna has given us that choice also. But he takes care of us, and even if you have ignored him for many years and many lives, but now we want to again establish, then he doesn't say, "Oh no, you ignored me in the past. I will not." From his side, he's always open to, so we can connect with him. So that is how he's always open. He never holds any grudges. Like, do we hold some grudges? Oh, last time I did this, I called you, you did not return my call, or I wanted to talk to you, I came to your home, but you did not open the door, right? So why should I? So he says, no. If you again, at any time you want to connect with me, I'm open to connecting with you. That's why we say he's ever working, ever willing, ever waiting. He's ever working. He's always thinking how I can establish again my relationship with this living entity from his side. But so he creates certain situations like that in our life, so we may turn to God. This whole material world he has created to facilitate our desire to be independent of him. But at the same time, he has created so that we can again connect with him. So he has given some miseries also. So we can maybe turn to him like that. So similarly, elsewhere in Gita, the Lord says, Tanaham dvishada kururan sansareshu naradhaman Shipamya ajasram ashubhan asurishva eva yonishu. Those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demoniac species of life. So those who are creating problems, then what they are given like special, like, because they should not be disturbing others. So the police will come and catch them, and they will be put in the jail, cause disturbance to others. And in the prison also, if you cause disturbance, then they'll give you a special cell where you have solitary confinement. So because Krishna has to see that everybody is like happy, right? He has to maintain the law and order, like the government has to maintain law and order. So somebody is, then he says, I cast them into various demonic species of life. So there are lower planets where living entities are very, very materialistic. Lower than Earth, there are other planetary systems where they are very materialistic, demoniac nature. Everybody is simply interested in their own enjoyment. They don't care about others. So when this is kind of the mentality, that is demoniac mentality, right? It doesn't matter. I don't care about you. I'm not sensitive to your feelings, your pain. It's all about me. It's all about my enjoyment. Like nowadays, so many people are eating meat. It doesn't matter what the animals go through. It's all about our enjoyment. Thanksgiving is coming up. So many turkeys are going to be slaughtered, right? Oh, it's all about us, how we are enjoying. Yeah. And all the turkeys are going to suffer, right? They will cry when their throats are slit. All these things will happen. But it is all about me. That's a materialistic. My enjoyment is more important than your life. So that is demonic mentality. Selfless means to serve others. But like Keshav Maharaj gives this example about fish, right? Somebody was saying that I love fish. Well, you love fish means you love fish, then you will do things that will make the fish happy. We say I love fish means I like to eat fish. Basically, what that person is saying. I love fish. No, you're not loving fish. You like fish. You like means it is about your enjoyment. So you're eating the fish. If you really love the fish, then you would not want to cause trouble and harm to those who you love. So, so like that. So those who are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. So we get so many bodies in this material existence, one after another, in different animal forms like that. The Lord is extremely antagonistic towards those who are envious of his devotees. Yeah. To those who love the Lord, if somebody is inimical, then like you love your child, right? And if somebody is very inimical towards your child, then you probably would also not like that person. So it's like that. To protect his devotees, the Lord sometimes has to kill their enemies. Yeah. To protect his devotees, the Lord sometimes has to kill their enemies. For example, to protect Prahlad Maharaj, the Lord had to kill his enemy Hiranyakashipu. Although Hiranyakashipu attained salvation because of being killed by the Lord. Since the Lord is the witness of everyone's activities, he witnesses the actions of enemies of his devotees and is inclined to punish them. In other cases, however, he simply witnesses what the living entities do and give the results of one sinful or pious action. So Krishna is sitting in our heart and he is witnessing everything we are doing. That's why we get karma. If nobody, there is no record. Like sometimes there is no record of anything. Like you have committed a crime, but there is no evidence. There is no eyewitness. There is nobody. There is no CCTV recording, and you committed a theft or something like murder, but there is nobody to. Then you will not be punished, right? Because unless proved guilty, you are innocent. So, but the Lord is seeing everything, and He knows everything that's going on. So that's why we are getting the results of our karma. Like if on a 50-mile road, 50-mile speed road, you drive at 80 miles an hour. If there is no cop and there's no camera, nothing, then there is nobody to catch you, even though you are driving at 80 miles. So there has to be somebody to detect that you are doing wrong and give you the ticket. The cop has to be there, right? If there is no cop, you don't get a ticket. But Krishna is always there watching. So there is nothing you can hide from him. So whatever you are doing, He's watching, and you get reaction for it, and He knows what you have done. So you get reactions for whatever we do. So like that. So we should always act as if Krishna is watching. I'm being watched. So what I should do, what I should not do. Will Krishna like it? Whatever. Because ultimately spiritual life means pleasing the Lord. Are my activities favorable to the Lord? Will he be pleased with what I'm thinking, what I'm speaking, what I'm doing? Is he pleased with me or not? So if you're conscious like that, then we will not do anything that will displease the Lord. But when we forget the Lord, then then we do whatever is pleasing to me, right? And that may not be pleasing. Whatever is pleasing to me may not be pleasing to the Lord, because I'm in conditioned state. For example, I like to drink, let's say. It may be pleasing to me, my senses, but that doesn't mean that it's pleasing to the Lord. So, so sometimes we say, if I'm happy, then the Lord is happy. No, that's not true, because so many people can be happy in the wrong way, and so that is not pleasing to the Lord. So that's something we have to think about. Okay. Some people are sadists, right? They inflict pain on others and they get pleasure out of it. So does it mean it's pleasing to the Lord? No, it's not pleasing to the Lord. So, so we have to find out what kind of life I should lead, which will be pleasing to the Lord. So, so this chanting Hare Krishna, um, hearing about Krishna, this is all very pleasing to the Lord. Associating with His devotees, cooperating with the devotees to spread Krishna consciousness. And what is not pleasing? To blaspheme the devotees, to do sinful activities. It's not pleasing to the Lord. So, so in this way we can rectify ourselves. And okay. Giving up the association of non-devotees is pleasing to the Lord. Any comments? Anybody has?
As you are saying that this is all our mental concoction, right? That like the translation is saying that is not affected by friends, enemies, well-wishers, everything, right? But we make a distinction on the level of our mind, right? And there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahita sitoshana sukha dukkeshu tatha manapmanyo. I mean, those who have conquered this, they reach the level of super soul, right? And super soul has these qualities. They are not, it's remain unaffected. So as if somebody is above the mind thing, then it exhibit the same qualities. Um, that you are, who is my enemy, who is friend. It's on the mind level. We are thinking that if somebody is fulfilling my act according to me, then he's my friend. If not, then it's not friend.
Yeah, so that is there. And also we have to do activities that are pleasing to the Lord. So one is like to be
Right.
detached. One is to be detached from all the things, the dualities of this world. But at the same time, also we have to do act in a way that is favorable to the Lord. That is the positive side. So, okay. So the next verse we'll read. So how will we know what is pleasing to the Lord? We have the scriptures. If we read Bhagavad Gita and everything, then we'll know what is the Lord's mind. what the Lord wants us to do. So, nadat atma hi gunam, na dosham na kriya phalam, udasinavad asinaha, paravara drigishvaraha. Anybody has any comments so far? Let's see. Manish Goel has any comments? Jenish,
No,
Kanchan,
Prabhuji, right?
Kanchan, Cindy,
No, no, Prabhuji, thank you.
Animesh, Shilpa joined us. Can you tell us, Shilpa, where are you from? If she's hearing, or not. Okay. Penal is on hold. Then Sridhar Priya has any comments? Okay, so we'll go to the next verse. Cindy would like to say something. You have to unmute. Okay.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I just want to say that the right association has been so important to me, and how all of you pure devotees that have rasa, I've been learning from the Goswami information. I have that taste now. I have a taste for Krishna and for the disciplines and for right association. And I just want to say that I'm really grateful to all of you, because I'm learning from you. Like everyone was calling Prem, the Prabhuji. And so I looked that up, and it means, the master teacher, and Prem is my teacher, and I honor him. And so I can call, instead of calling Prem, I can call Prem Papaji, and I can honor him in that way. But I didn't know, I'm on the call and I don't know these things, and so I'm looking words up, the Sanskrit words. I'm looking things up, and I'm learning every time I'm on this call. I'm learning from all of you devotees, and I just want to share that it's more than just learning from the scriptures. I'm learning the way and the disciplines that Krishna wants me to behave, my behavior toward devotees and my teacher. Like, you're all my teachers, and so I just want to express that coming on this call has really been helpful for me, because I have a taste for Krishna and for the disciplines, and to focus my life only on the Supreme Lord. And I met a devotee in my area yesterday, and he had the book set up and the art prints and the incense. He was at a farmer's market yesterday, and I was able to connect with the devotee in my area that wants to start a kirtan group at the Unity Church. And I got his information, and I'm going to tell him, if he wants to not only do kirtan, but bring the books and also read from the Gita, and I could bring prasadam, so things are growing for me here. And I don't know if you want to hear all these stories, but I'm trying to express my gratitude, and that I love this connection, and I really feel the reciprocation of Krishna. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to, share my gratitude, and how much the connection and the association and the friendship and this group, and how much you've all helped me and continue to teach me. So I just wanted to share that. So thank you, Papa G.
Thank you.
I probably don't pronounce it good, but I'm working on it.
So you're in
Thank you.
Florida? Which part of Florida?
Yes, I'm in Cocoa, but I drove an hour to Vero Beach, and this devotee moved from Miami, and I guess the Miami Center is not ISKCON, but they have probably I'm trying to pronounce our teacher's name. Um, pronounce our teacher's name. My mind goes blank. Anyway. I went to Vero Beach, and it's an hour away, and there's a big Unity church there with a good congregation, and I'm hopeful that I can go there and spread Krishna's knowledge, and with this monk that I hooked up with yesterday, because he's from Miami, but he moved to Vero Beach. So anyway, I'm just pleased that things are working, because I didn't have a pure association here, but I'm going to go to the Orlando Temple, which is ISKCON, and make some connections there. But so that happened yesterday. I'm in Cocoa, but it's just a little town, and there's not much going on here at all. I don't really have any friends or but I'm attracting them. So
Nice. Maybe we'll visit you someday there.
yeah, well, maybe you can come and teach at the temple in Orlando. It's I was thinking, I had that idea in my meditation this morning, because I have a 2-bedroom and bathroom, like a guest suite at the other end of my house, um, for guests. And I don't even know they're there, because it's, there's 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. And I had that idea and a vision in my mind that you could come to Orlando and, this winter and teach at the center there. I could share you with my new friends there.
Yeah. There are already devotees there who are teaching in Orlando. If you go to the center, there is already.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so,
Have you been there before?
yeah, I've been there.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are moving for me, because my desire of my heart is to connect with pure devotees and teachers here, but also, I want to stay with you guys, because my home there in Hilliard and the temple that's being built there, my heart is there. Like, you guys stole my heart, and so I want to keep our connection. But I'm just sharing that I'm attracting, and Krishna is helping to bring, to bring my worship and my disciplines, to help me with that. And I can make prasadam. That's, at least I can do that, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's true. And you can chant and do all the other things. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I'm doing that for sure. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Let us know when you're back in town here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, so we'll go to the next verse. So most of these verses are about the soul and the body and the difference. And na datta atma hi gunam, na dosham na kriya phalam, udasinavad asinaha paravaradrihishwaraha. The Supreme Lord, the creator of cause and effect, does not accept the happiness and distress that result from fruitive actions. So we are responsible for our own karma. He is completely independent of having to accept a material body, and because he has no material body, he is always neutral. The living entities, being part and parcel of the Lord, possesses his qualities in a minute quantity. Therefore, one should not be affected by lamentation. Okay. The conditioned soul has friends and enemies. He is affected by the good qualities and the faults of his position. The Supreme Lord, however, is always transcendental because he is the Ishvara, the Supreme Controller. He is not affected by duality. It may therefore be said that he sits in the core of everyone's heart as the neutral witness of the causes and effects of one's activities, good and bad. We should also understand that Udasina, neutral, does not mean that he takes no action. Rather, it means that he is not personally affected. For example, a court judge is neutral when two opposing parties appear before him, but he still takes action as the case warrants. To become completely neutral, indifferent to material activities, we should simply seek shelter at the lotus feet of the supreme neutral person. Maharaj Chitraketu was advised that remaining neutral in such trying circumstances as the death of one's son is impossible. Nevertheless, since the Lord knows how to adjust everything, the best course is to depend upon Him and do one's duty in devotional service to the Lord. In all circumstances, one should be undisturbed by duality, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 247. Karmani evati karaste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhur mate sangostva karmani. You have a right to perform. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So Krishna is saying, you can do your duty, but don't think that whatever the results come, you are the owner of those results. Rather, you should part with those results or use those results in a favorable way so that you make spiritual progress. So don't consider those fruits of action because you are not the only one who is the doer, right? You may think that you did it, so there are many other doers besides you. The Supreme Lord is also helping you do whatever you are desiring, and the Supreme Lord is helping. So the fruit also belongs to the Supreme Lord, not only to you. So use it in such a way that it enhances your relationship with the Supreme Lord. And you're not entitled to the fruits of action. So there'll be a fruit. When I work, there'll be a fruit. Some fruit will come. If I work in an office, then I'll get a paycheck, right, after 2 weeks or whatever. So there'll be some fruit that I'll get of my work. So then what will I do with the fruit? Well, don't think that it's you who have earned that money. Of course, in one sense, yes, you are employed, but so many things have been in play which you don't know. The intelligence by which you worked came from the Supreme Lord. Although we feel it's my own intelligence, right? Why Lord is responsible? It's my own intelligence I'm working. But so many things could have gone wrong, right? The very fact that you lived those 2 weeks every day and you went to work, your health was good, your intelligence did not fail. All this is basically it is because of the Lord's hand also in this. So, and everything you were able to do is because the Lord helped you. So in that way, don't think that you are the only doer and you earned all this money. So now you are the enjoyer of these fruits. And since you are not the enjoyer, don't be attached to not doing your duty. Means you think, okay, I'm not entitled to the fruits. Why should I work also? If I'm not entitled to the fruits, then I should not do my duty. If I'm not going to get anything out of it. So do your duty in a detached way. Detached, dutiful work. This is Nishkam Karma. Right? Nishkam Karma Yoga. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities. So don't think that you have done it and you are the cause of everything. No, because you had desire and then other things the Lord provided. And so you were able to do. So in this way, never be attached to not doing your duty. Means do your duty without considering. Do the detached, dutiful work but the proper detached dutiful work, not some wrong work. The right work you do in a detached way as a duty for the pleasure of Krishna. So this is a nice phrase. Detached dutiful work done for the pleasure of Krishna is Nishkam Karma Yoga. Or you can say it's Bhakti Yoga also. So one should execute one's devotional duty, and for the results of one's action, one should depend upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And when we don't think of the result, we can actually work with greater vigor and greater, enthusiasm also, because we are not. If a student is studying for exam and is always thinking whether I'm going to pass, I'm going to fail, I'm going to pass, I'm going to fail, if that is all on his mind, then he cannot study nicely, because something else is. But if he is just wanting to study nicely and then whatever the results come, then he will he'll do it with concentration and do it nicely like that. So I'm doing it, and the results. And when you part with the results, then it purifies you also, because in this world we are very attached to all the things that we own, right? So to part with the results for others' welfare, for the spreading of Krishna consciousness, that will make you purified from in your heart. So in this way one becomes pure hearted, and less selfish and more selfless. Okay, so that's what this verse is saying. Go to the next verse. Somebody like to say something quickly? Let's go to the next verse. Let's see if Preeti like to say something.
No, nothing much. I was just thinking that the same advice Krishna has given to Arjuna also, right? Tasmat sarvesu kaleshu mam anushmara yuddhachi maya arpita manobuddhi mam evashya samshraya. You do your duty, you fight. This is your prescribed duty of fighting as Kshatriya. You cannot be like back out from this war. So everybody has their own duty in this world, right? Have some duty they born with. And one has to execute their duties, and at the same time one has to remember Krishna. So that is a like real way to work and remember Krishna.
Yeah. So we have bodily duties and we have soul duties.
Yeah.
So bodily duties and soul duties. So that's why, but soul duties are more important than bodily duties. And bodily duties should not make you forget soul duties. So they should not take you away from soul duties. So if we should not forget, because Bhagavatam says, even if you do all your duties very nicely, but if you have no attraction for hearing about Krishna, then all that you have done is not of much significance. So, dharmasvanusita pumsam visvakshena kathasuya notpadaya yadiratim shramaya vai kevalam. That verse is there. The occupational duties a man performs according to his own position are only so much useless labor if they do not provoke attraction for hearing the message of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So it has to be like helping us in our relationship with God. So, okay. Anybody else? Let's see. Harish. Harish likes to say Aishwarya. Harish. Dhwani is also there with us. And Priya Ranjan. Omakant. Anybody like Pinal is there now, back. She was on hold. Now she's back. And Kanchan is there. And then who else? Sukhdevanand Prabhu is there. Anybody like to, Meena? Anybody like to give any comments?
Prabhu,
Just thinking through
Prabhuji, I like to say that.
Okay, we can go one by one. We'll start with Umakant Prabhu, then with Harish, and then somebody else was wanted to say. Yeah. Okay.
I like to say that, a lot of people get away from doing the bad actions. They kill the people and there is no justice. And they disappear, they kidnap people and there is no justice. So a lot of times I wonder that God is only looking after for the devotees or he's looking after for all the people.
Oh, so those who are not devotees, then
Uh-huh.
whether they are doing good or bad, so because God has to deal with everybody fairly, because He has to be
Mhm.
fair to everybody. So He is put laws of karma into motion. So laws of karma are there, and everybody according to their karma, they are getting what they are deserving according to what actions they have performed. They are getting their results. This is for regular people who are not connecting with God and just like that. So, but sometimes it may seem like that, oh, somebody is behaving badly, but there is not getting any punishment, right? You are saying like that. That
Right, yeah.
they're doing the wrong things, but they're not getting anything happening in their life. It seemed to be that they are enjoying, although they are doing the wrong thing, but they are enjoying. And people who may be doing the right thing, they may be suffering. So that is
Right.
the is that the what is the
Karma.
question? The question is
Yeah, yes, that was the question. So those who are not the devotees of Lord, they have to uh, pay their karmas, whatever they have done in the past.
past and
That's what
this
it is,
life
right?
also. This life, it's all a
On this
cumulative.
life also.
Yeah, it's a cumulative effect
Mhm.
of everything. So, like if I steal in this life, I may be caught and maybe sent to jail, which is my karma in this life. So I may be caught, I may be sent to jail. So that's how. And then sometimes I'm good in this life, but my some past karma has not come yet. I've done some sin in my past life for which I was not, I didn't get a reaction yet because there were other reactions that were coming. So sometimes it takes time. So then it goes to it gets carried over, right, to the next.
Mhm.
Like in our office,
All
sometimes
right.
we don't use vacation, then it gets carried over to the next year. So you can use that maybe 10 days vacation you didn't use, then you can use it next year. I mean, some companies have that policy. But in karma, it's like that. If you don't get it, then you get carried over to your next life. But eventually it'll catch up. And for devotees, it's different because Krishna is who is giving you the results of karma? Krishna is giving the results of karma. So for devotees, if they are surrendering to Krishna, then Krishna says, okay, I may not give the karma because now they are behaving, they are connecting with me again. And so this is the purpose of all this. Karma is there to rectify, right? So ultimately, punishment is there to rectify. But if somebody is already rectified, then they may not be punished for their, like in jail, you may be given a 10-year sentence, but in 5 years you may be released because you are behaving nicely. You have learned your lesson, so they may give you a parole and they may let you out. So similarly, we all are criminals in one sense because we have turned away from God. But now, if we behave nicely and we surrender to the Lord says, "Yeah, whatever you have done, that's I'm not going to give any karma, any reaction for it." That's what Krishna says. Sarva Dharman in 1866, he says, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Raja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshishyami Masucha. If you surrender to me, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender to me. I shall protect you from all sinful reactions. Do not worry. Do not fear. So, so Krishna can change the karma of his devotees.
Mhm.
But for non-devotees, yeah, because everybody, Krishna has to be fair, and yeah, so he's just um, yeah, allowing whatever the karma is to come. So that is how it is. Otherwise, if we are not getting free from our karma as devotees also, we will never be out. Because as long as we have karma balance, either positive or negative, we have to come in this world and again take a body to enjoy or to suffer. So if you have good karma, a lot of pious karma, then you will get a nicer situation for material enjoyment. And you don't have such nice karma, then you get very not such a nice situation. But you have to come back in this world as long as you have debits and credits. So, and the thing is, when you come back in this world, then you have to die also. Everybody in the material world dies. Even Lord Brahma dies. After his time, everybody in the material world who has a material body has to die. So everything gets terminated at certain point. So that's why it's not the wise thing to do just good karma, to get a nice situation, because it's all temporary. And because the soul, unless the soul connects with the Lord, he will not be satisfied. Um, he will not be satisfied because that's how we are made. We have a relationship. That's why you see somebody who has lot of things, lot of enjoyment. They are not satisfied at their heart, and they are still depressed, or they commit suicide. So many things because yeah, we are not connecting. On the contrary, if somebody may not be having lot of material assets for enjoyment, but they are happy because they are connecting. There are so many devotees who are very poor, but they were connecting with the Lord and they were feeling that reciprocation and like that. So, okay, so that is how it is. And now that doesn't mean as a rich person you cannot be spiritual. Spirituality has nothing to do with your richness or poverty. Because rich people can be spiritual and poor people can be materialistic. So it has nothing to do with richness or poverty. It depends on your consciousness. So, okay, so this verse. The conditioned soul, I think we read this. Yeah, we read this verse. So we should depend upon the Lord, and one should execute one's devotional duty and the results of one action. For the results of one's action, one should depend upon the Supreme Personality of God. Okay. Sometimes he may not give the results because if it is bad for you, then he may withhold the things because so he will see what is good for you and he may not give. You may feel depressed. Oh, I worked, but I did not get this, I did not get that. But then you have to think that it was not good for me. So that's why I didn't get it. Because uh, had I gotten it, then maybe I would have been swayed in a different direction. So that's why the Lord did not give it to me. Like Sudama was visiting Krishna, his friend in Dwarka. Sudama did not want to go, but his wife urged him because they didn't have anything to eat in the house. They were very poor. So wife was telling Sudama, you should go and visit your friend because after school you never met him. So he's not very far. Sudama was in Porbandar and Krishna was in Dwarka. They're not very far. So he said, you should go and visit him and maybe he will help you. But Sudama thought, okay, why should I go and visit my friend for some help? But anyway, it's nice to visit him because I have not seen him in a long time. And so let me go. So that's with that intention, Sudama went. And he was received very nicely by Krishna. Then they spent their whole night. Sudama spent his whole night That night when he went to Dwarka, he spent with in the palatial buildings in Dwarka. And then next day, he was going to come back. And Sudama also gave that pawa that he had brought the chipped rice. And then when he was coming back, then he was thinking, yeah, Krishna did not give me anything, because if had he given me something, then I would have become, swayed. He did not think, oh, I went from Porbandar to Dwarka, I traversed this distance on foot, taking so much difficulty, and he should have at least given me something. He was thinking, oh, Krishna did not give me because he's my real friend. If he would have given me something, then maybe I would have swayed away from bhakti. So he did not give me. So in this way, Krishna protects. But then, of course, when he went home, then he saw his whole. There was no hut. There was a palatial building there, but from his point of view, he was not hankering. Oh, Krishna did not give me. So devotee, when he doesn't get something, he thinks, yes, this is how Krishna. This is Krishna is making me detached, or Krishna is not given me that because I would have been distracted. So like that. So Krishna arranges situations in the life of his devotee so that they can ultimately, come back to him. Okay, so the next verse we'll read. Shri Badarayani Ruvacha iti udirya gato jivo gnatayastasya te tada vismita mumuchu shokam chitvatma sneha shrinkhalam. So this conversation is going on between Shukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, so who is called as Badarayani, the son of the sage Badarayan. Vedvyas is called Badarayan. So his Shukdev Goswami, because he was born under this badar tree in the forest. When Vyasdev made special prayer to have a son who would propagate Srimad Bhagavatam, in response to his prayers, Vyasdev, who was meditating under the badar tree in the forest, right? That's Ayan. Ayan is like Badar Ayan, one who has taken shelter of Badara tree, Ayan. Or Arayan, Badar Ayan. Arayan is like Vrindaranyam. That is Aranyam, okay, but this is Badar tree and he has taken shelter. They would write something sitting under this Badar tree, and he was thinking about the son who would propagate Srimad Bhagavatam, and Shukdev Goswami was born. Shri Shukdev Goswami continued, when the conditioned soul, Jiva, in the form of Maharaj Chitraketu's son, had spoken in this way and then left. So the child who was dead had come back to life and he was speaking all these verses before. And then he died. And then again he dropped dead. Chitraketu and other relatives of the dead son were all astonished. Imagine, like, you're going to do funeral for somebody, and then suddenly that person wakes up and starts speaking, and then again, after speaking again, becomes dead. So how astonishing that would be. Thus they cut off the shackles of their affection, which was due to their relationship with him, and gave up their lamentation. So he understood now. And then all his sorrow was gone. After the relatives had discharged their duties by performing the proper funeral ceremonies and burning the dead child's body, they gave up the affection that leads to illusion, lamentation, fear, and pain. Such affection is undoubtedly difficult to give up, but they gave it up very easily. So, and it's already 8 o'clock. Of course, we'll feel sad, right? I mean, even Arjuna felt sad when his son Abhimanyu was killed in the battle. So You will feel sad, right? Somebody died. But this is the world, right? This is the world we are in. Everybody is going to pass away, and who has gone where we don't really know. So this is the big. I mean, if we think about it, everything has a finite end, and we'll go out of this situation. Then it go into another situation. This is what is the actually happening. So considering all this, then one should focus on what is the most essential thing. Why I've been given this human life. So we should consider that. What is the purpose in this short span of life that I have of few decades, if it is at all that long? So what am I supposed to do? Why am I here? Because everything will come to an end. No matter how much I build up my empire and my children, I forgot my children from my past life, or my relatives and my father and my mother. It's all going to go as time moves on. Right? So we are all going to go. So what is the truth? What is the ultimate truth? So we don't want to die. We want to be happy ever after. So why is that not possible? So something we have to think about. Why do I have to die? Nobody likes to die, right? You don't like to leave your loved ones and go. So that's how it is. But so is there any solution where what is going on? Like when we try to figure out what is going on. Otherwise, we are in the rat race. Right? We are not even thinking. We are just following the curriculum of the material world. We are just going through the motions, yeah, doing this, getting a career, getting a job, getting married, producing some children, then retiring, and then finished. Is that all that is there to life? Is there something that I'm supposed to do? I'm like that all. Otherwise, we are just days are just going by in like just monotonously, right? We are working, then the weekend comes, then we go here and there's a lecture. Do you want to live or do you want to just exist? Do you really want to live or you want to exist? I think there is a lecture by Keshav Maharaj. We'll hear that. Living or just existing. So we want to live means not just be satisfied with just existing. That is called the pranamaya consciousness. There are different levels of consciousness. Pranamaya means you just want to exist in a happy way, healthy, like that, which is the desire, right? But Jnanamaya means I'm thinking, yes, is there something? What is this universe about? Why am I here? Am I this body? Will I live after death? Where will I go? That's Jnanamaya consciousness. Most people are just in the Pranamaya consciousness. They're just happy to exist, go on vacation, do some enjoyment, do their job, and save for retirement, and then die. So that's not. So we are supposed to come to the Jnanamaya consciousness. The Taittiriya Upanishad, there is all this consciousness. We were reading the article, right? So, because truth has to last. Krishna is saying truth means it doesn't come and go. Even if it is for 70, 80 years, it is still untruth because it does not last. I mean, it's temporary. Something that has to last, some lasting thing, right? So that's what we want. Because as spirit soul, we are eternal. So we want eternal things. We don't want this coming and going things. So, but because we are like in the so stages of consciousness, there's an article in the Back to God. If you don't get back to God, then you should subscribe. It's nice. Devotee is right. So in the beginning, Annamoy consciousness means we always want to eat. Child wants to put everything in the mouth. So it's food conscious. We are foodies. Foodies means food conscious. That's Annamoy consciousness. Then, like animals, they are always looking for food. Then, of course, if you are hungry, you need food. Then, after that, after one lives in this consciousness of being, after this, one lives in the consciousness of being alive. So that is called pranamaya consciousness. Which Prabhupada has given this. Okay. Where you just want to be in the. One's focus is on the pursuit of life and safety, similar to an animal's instinctual drive to survive. Then Manamoy or Jnanamoy. This level is characterized by mental speculation and philosophical exploration of life's values. Vijnanamoy, intellectual, spiritual. Here one achieves a higher level of intellectual understanding and realizes that the true self is not the material body but a spiritual soul. Anandamoy, this is the highest stage, a state of pure spiritual bliss and a complete understanding of one's true identity and connection to the Supreme. So because we are living in that world like that, right? Around us the world is like that. So we are affected by that. The value system. In Satyuga, the value system was different, right? The culture was different. But in Kali Yuga, it's different. It becomes more materialistic as we go from Satya Yuga to Treta Yuga to Dwapara Yuga and then Kali Yuga. Okay, anyway, I didn't want to go on, but we'll see if you like to say anything or any other thing you'd like to sing, song, or anybody like to say any other philosophical point. Cindy would like to say. Preeti also unmuted. Okay, so
I think you missed someone. Someone was also making comment in the previous one.
Oh yeah, who was making the comment? I forgot. Anybody? Harish was making a comment, I think.
I'll go ahead and go. No,
Cindy.
I really love this teaching, and I learned this through my yoga teachers training also, and I just call this higher frequency this higher consciousness that I'm in. I just say that it's joy consciousness because that's how it feels. And I recently went to visit a friend that used to be in joy, and she used to serve God and have like all the disciplines. And she was home in this big, fancy, rich house with all this money. Her husband died, and told me she was content. She wasn't happy, but she was content with her glass of wine and her meat and, all this. And I looked at that word content, and it actually to me looks like control and attent, like content, like that she's just controlling her emotional state, and she's in a tent because she isolates, and I'm just looking at, other people's behavior and their level of consciousness and where they're at, but they don't have any understanding because they don't really have the desire that we have. And I liked your teaching a while back, a week or so ago. You were teaching about attraction and aversion. The Bhagavad Gita says, don't be attracted to things here and don't be have aversion, and then we can be emancipated in these higher transcendent consciousness. And you were saying the trick to all this is, or the key to all this is, don't be so happy when good things happen. Don't be so excited, because then when the bad things happen, you won't be so upset. Because we're trying to transcend duality. We don't really know what's good or bad, but we put meaning on everything. And I really like that teaching you gave. Don't be so excited when all the good things come, you know. So, I just want to comment that I remember that teaching that you, and that helped me to be in a neutral state with the kids coming for Thanksgiving or they're not coming. Like, I don't care anymore. The first part of my life, I was suffering. The second part of my life, I was wealthy, and none of it means anything because it's all just a story. It's not affecting me anymore because I've moved higher into a level of neutrality where I'm just watching the show, observing, like it says. So anyway, thank you. I just wanted to share that. I really like that. That really helped me. Don't be so excited. If the kids come, or then I won't be upset if they don't come. Like, now I don't care. Like, that helped me. So I just wanted to share that teaching really helped me, that you gave about that. Thank you. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Anything else? Yeah.
Yeah, on the Cindy's point, that it's the same, that material, that verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, that Dvaite Bhadra Bhadra Jnana Sab Manodharma. Ei Bhala, Ei Manda, Ei Sabhram, right? In the material world, there's a conception of good and bad are all mental speculation. This, we say that this is good, this is bad, is all a mistake, is nothing at all. I mean, there is no meaning about it. We take it as you are saying in the conversation when you start this class, that is all because we think like that. This is good, this makes me happy, this is bad, it makes me sad, like that. So it's all imagination. I had one more point on this one. The verse you just ended, Chitraketu Maharaj one section. It says that once there, it says that when the dead child body's soul left, and after hearing from them, from him, everybody's, those who are present there and affectionate towards illusion, lamentation, fear is all gone, right? They gave up there. So in first canto, there's a verse, right? How it starts, Prabhu Shoka Moha Bhayapa, that verse is there. Yes, I am by, yeah, that verse is there. Is saying that is simply hearing, like giving an oral reception to the Vedic literature, and or giving also an hearing, right? When we hear about the truth, and then it extinguishes the fire of lamentation, illusion, and fear. Because all the fear, why we fear? Because it says that everything starts because we started connecting with the body, right? And where the fear arises, we think like that, if I lose this person, this wealth, um, my position, and at every step of the life, we fearful of thinking something. I lose my beauty, my age, my relatives, my wealth, and we become fearful. And like we see that, like, the birds are eating, but always they are looking around that somebody can come and like capture him or kill them, whatever. So they are always in fearful situation. So, and this will all gone away when we encountered with the truth of the life, because it may be I mean, I experience that maybe sometimes it's difficult to accept initially the whole truth of the what the philosophy says. But when we keep hearing, and when we started connecting all these, then we think like that, oh, this is the truth. I have given this way, and now I have to follow, and then we'll get the result. Right? It's like, devotional science. We need to follow the science, and we'll get the result. So after hearing that Chitraketu Maharaj was before that, he was so much in illusion that he was crying, and all the queens were crying. But as soon as he hear about that, no, I'm this, not this body, and all the illusion connected with this body. So, and he saw everything in front of it. That's, I mean, he's lucky that he saw all these things. But yeah, all the illusion starts with the body and ends with this body.
Thank you. Yeah. If we live in the truth, then we can overcome so many difficulties of life which are created by the illusion. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, Hare Krishna, if this were to happen to one of us, like a loved one is gone and wakes up and then goes again, will our illusion be over? Or will it be over that
Yeah.
moment and all our life again we'll be lamenting over the same thing? I mean, I really don't know what my reaction would be to this. It's hard for me to imagine.
Yeah, every person is different. So what happened to Chitraketu Maharaj may not happen to us like that. Like we say that everybody is dying every day, but most of the people don't think about it too much, right? So like they don't want to alter. Whereas for that Buddha who was on the chariot, because when he was born, there was a prediction. This Buddha, whether he will become a very great saint or a very great king. So his father always sheltered him from all the miseries of life, and so he was one day traveling on a chariot and he saw an old lady, and he'd never seen an old lady cross the road. So he asked his chariot driver, "Who is that?" "Oh, that's an old lady, and you will also one day become old." Immediately that affected him so much. So mostly, generally, we don't affect it, right? When things are around, that's the most surprising thing they say. Everybody's dying in this because we are all under the influence of this illusory energy of the Lord. So even though things we have seen our relatives pass away, our closed ones pass away, and but we are not making, or you all are making because you are devotees. But generally, if I'm talking in general for the general mass of people, that they're not interested in these things. They think it's just an event of life. Death is natural, you know. You live and you die one day. That's what it is. But they don't. They're not unsettled by it, and they think, "What I have to do? If is there a way to not die? Is there a way? What is beyond this?" So, because mostly we are wanting to exist, and we want to live happily with our friends, family, relatives, like that. We just want to be in a nice situation. So we are not really touched. So how much one will be touched? To what degree? Also amongst devotees, also how much some person is very touched by it because they have done it in their past life, and they decide to dedicate their life completely for spiritual elevation because they have been very much like I mean they're just very inspired from within the heart. So it's also different. People will react differently to the same situation, but everybody can start their journey. We all, I, we can always chant Hare Krishna. We can always and believe in the Shastra. See, another thing is the belief in the Shastra. Sometimes we read, but we may think, "Oh, what is all this? There is spiritual world, and this is all going on in the spiritual world. Is this true, really? Who has seen?" Right? That kind of. Some people have more implicit faith. Oh no, what the Shastra is saying is true. Some people are more skeptical. Maybe it is true, agnostic kind of thing. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Who knows? Some man has written all these books. Some people say like that also. How do you so so there is different all different varieties of consciousnesses in this world. So we have to see where we are at, and we have to see from where we are at how we can progress instead of thinking that, oh, that person did like this, but that person may be at a different level of consciousness, so we can't imitate also. We are in first grade, so we can't imitate the 12th grade student and just try to read their books because we will not understand or act in a way like that. But we can take inspiration and progress from where we are at on this path, and then maybe next life or some other life we may be in a very more elevated spiritual position, consciousness. And of course, everybody can elevate if they want. It's also a matter of one's desire and one's intensity of focus, and how much you want to connect with. Like in a school, a teacher is teaching to maybe 50 students. Some students are paying attention and taking their homework very seriously, and they are doing very well in the exam. Another same student who is sitting when teacher is talking, they are not very interested and they are doing their own thing on the side, talking, chit chatting, and not doing their homework, and they fail in the exam. So it's the same message that is being conveyed. Um, Teacher is not partial; he's giving the same message. And Krishna is giving an open invitation to everybody. Okay, come back to me. Surrender to me. But some take it like very seriously, and some people take it lukewarm. Some people just say, "No, I don't believe what you are saying." So like that, there's different consciousness for different people. Okay, any other?
So
Yes,
Prabhuji, Hare
hmm.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So
Go ahead.
Prabhuji, I think we all feel, right, if a young child dies,
Hmm.
even if it is for somebody else, right, we all feel. For example, we had a plane crash here just last week, right, and 11 people died because it fell on the businesses. But then when they found out there is a child who died, then the whole community, right, was in sorrow. And anytime a young child dies, um, you get that feeling, right? That so much life for that child was there, and they passed away early. So it does bring sorrow.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we say, "Oh, he was old. He was
Yeah,
70."
sometimes we say, yeah, oh, he was 70. Okay, he
Yeah,
had
so it was time for him
already
to go.
passed it.
It
Yeah,
was time for him to go anyway. Yeah, he's
that's
70.
right. Yeah,
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 and then this child, oh, he should have lived longer.
yeah.
Because he was only. So this is what I mean. Maybe Chitraketu. That's what they were saying. But
Hmm.
how can the son die in the
Hmm.
presence of the
Before
father?
the pain.
Father has to die first, and then the son is supposed to outlive the father. How is this? You are very cruel. God, you don't know how. But yeah, so but until they heard the knowledge, yeah, because everybody has their karma. So even a child will die if there's a karma. I had a brother who passed away only 3 years or no 2 years. He passed away when he was 2 years old. So and I survived. Right, we were both born in the same family. So even though we are in the same family, but every many people who have many brothers and sisters, then they'll lose their siblings. Um, Previously, my father was saying he had some who passed away like that. So things happen. This is the material world, and everybody is moving according to their karma in different. So whether you are, and maybe sometimes it's you don't know. They may have gone back to Godhead also, the child, because they had pure consciousness. They just had little karma to spend or suffer. Uh, so after that, they were they were hearing the chanting and they went back. We don't know, but
Yeah,
so
yeah. And even if somebody is like, I'm saying old, and they can't take care of themselves, and people have to take care in nursing home, or
mm,
it's very hard life. I mean, you don't want long life also, where you are suffering.
yeah,
But sometimes you have to suffer. Sometimes you see people who are very old, but they are in hospitals or other places, and so much care has to be given.
When suffering becomes too intense, you think, why am I
Yeah,
living? Why am I living?
yeah,
Why I have to
yeah.
live? I should die. Better I die.
Mhm.
So that's how it is. Okay, so yeah, my father is 87 years old. So he's saying, God gave me such a nice life, but what is the point now? And because he has some back problem and knee
Mhm.
problem and all these ailments. So he's saying,
Mhm.
what is the point? Like, why I'm living so long? Of course, he's chanting every day. He's
Mhm.
initiated. So I say, no, no, God has given you more time so you can chant more and
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
can.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. Okay. So anything else? Harish wanted to say something.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Go ahead.
So many points discussed.
Huh? Go ahead. Okay. Anybody else who wanted to say something before? All right. So we
So,
will.
Prabhu,
Go ahead.
I'm thinking like we read every day, we know the philosophy, we know the soul, but it comes to our family, we forget everything that moment. We
Like,
forget the philosophy. We forget like this is soul, it will go, and like it cannot die. So we are still in that condition.
yeah. So we have to see our family members as spirit souls. We have come together. That's what also it's by the force of our karma. We have come together as a family for a certain period of time. So in family life, four things should be done, Prabhupada says. While other things also you do, but you should chant Hare Krishna together, sit down with your family members, morning and evening, do some kirtan together. And if you have deities, everybody can like come and do kirtan together. Uh, there should be some kirtan time, so chanting together, or you can do japa together. Then second thing, what is the second thing? Read scriptures, discuss. All the members can sit in a circle and recite or some Bhagavad Gita chapters you can read, and then that's another thing you can do. The third thing you can do is worship the deity together or picture if you don't have deity. Then honor prasadam together, cook and yeah. So these four things Prabhupada says we should do in family life. So then everybody will have spiritual consciousness and things like that. And then other things have to be done, right? School and studies and all these things. But then there'll be like some unity and things will happen. But of course, you may say, well, everybody may not be interested in doing this. So that's, we can't help also. We can't force anybody. But as far as possible, these four things should be done. And we have to also keep them in mind that we will all depart one day, right? I mean, at any time it can happen also. But it's all going to be over one day. So we are all in transit. So let us help each other become Krishna conscious. Husband helps the wife helps the husband, and both are engaged in service and like that. Then family life becomes very pleasant. Also, that's how Prabhupada says. Like Prabhupada wanted, his wife to take interest, but she was not taking interest. Right? So it was a little difficult for him. Then you have to raise your children in Krishna consciousness. You have to make them know scriptures so that they can speak and spread this knowledge of Krishna consciousness to others like that. So Sunday school and all these things are there, so that they get spiritual education also with material education. And family life is not like they say. At some point, yeah, when they are grown up, then your responsibilities are over. and they can take care of themselves. So now you are more dedicated to spirituality. So otherwise it will go on. Now they get married, then they have their life, and then there is grandchildren, and then of course you can grandchildren also one can raise in a Krishna conscious way. Like our dadis, yeah, dadima, they would tell so many stories. So if you have a Krishna conscious knowledge, then you can impart to your grandchildren also, and to, to your children, and like that. That was the duty. Okay, so we should find time, like you are finding time, right? Even family, but you're finding time to chant every day.
Mhm.
You are reading Bhagavatam, so we should find time not to do, and then you're worshipping deity, offering whatever you're. So there's all this there. So then it's good only. We should not also like curse ourselves so much that I'm so bad. I'm so no. That's not the thing. We are when we are doing good activities. We say yes. I'm chanting. It's nice. I'm here reading Bhagavatam. I'm worshipping the deity. I'm doing the arti and I'm offering. I'm cooking for the Lord. So this is all devotional activities I'm doing. So, but of course, always we say that we can always improve whatever we are
Mhm.
doing. We can always make our consciousness better and better and better. But we should take also, we should give a pat. We should, like every time we chant the mantra very nicely, we should say, well done, well done. So that will give us encouragement, right? Okay, so next mantra I should chant nicely also. So we should feel pleasure. Yes, I did good service for Krishna. In right consciousness I did. Right. So to please Krishna I did. So this is very good. Let's do again. Let's chant another mantra like that. So
Mhm.
in that way we should encourage ourselves, not discourage ourselves also. Discouragement is good if you are doing something wrong. Then from that wrong thing, if we are, then we will feel some guilt. Oh, I'm not chanting. I'm looking at my phone when I'm chanting. I should not be doing that. So that some kind of guilt also is good, because from that guilt will come a way to improve, but not too much guilt that we feel depressed and like that. We feel, oh, I'm so bad, and then I stop doing it at all completely. So it's a very when we do good things. I went to temple today. I did some service. Yeah, it's nice, and we have to do it in the right consciousness also. So today I read Bhagavatam. It's nice. Okay, we'll hear one class. We should not do more than we can take on. Also, then it will become very much difficult, and then we will be in a like a stressed out thing and always unhappy. And so, according to our consciousness, we should act and do a little bit more. To, that's how they say. Oh, I should chant 64 rounds every day because this some devotees are chant 64 rounds. I should chant every day, but I may not be able to chant because I may not feel that much. So let me chant. I have promised 16, so let me chant 16 at least first. So otherwise, it will become guilt. Will be the, oh, they are chanting 64 rounds. I am doing only 16 rounds, like that. So okay, so we'll hear one class. I think we have to hear that series. Oh, but we'll do that later. Living or existing, your choice. So let's see what this is.